Monet, look, it's you.
Oh my God, you have a Work the World fan?
It's you.
That is me. You know what? That Work the World was really, really, really fun. I always got really upset not upset, but the universe is shady because I never got to do Work the World with you, Bunny, or Bianca. And I think that would have been really, really fun to do with y'all.
I didn't get to do it with Bianca, but I did get to do it with Bunny, and I got to do it with myself. A few times as well.
So the first time, I first did Work the World when I was on season 10, and Brandon called me in to host for like 4 cities because surprise, Shangela dropped out of 4 cities, so they needed a host.
That is my co-star. How dare you?
So I went to go do it, and then Bunny was also leaving for whatever reason, and they only had 2 bunks in the thing, Shangela's bunk and Bunny's bunk, and they were like all the girls like Monet, whatever you do not sleep in Bunny's bunk. I was like, why? And girl, I opened Bunny's bunk. She somehow fell asleep on chocolates, and they melted all in her bunk. So Bunny's bunk is just melted chocolate all in her bunk, which I still don't believe it. I think she shit herself. That's what I think. Bunny fucking shit.
I don't like chocolate. I don't know if that's how that works all day. But I do know that Bunny is really taking Chocolate Chaser to a whole new level. All the way like I will sleep with chocolate tonight. Hell or high water.
So we're now back in. Bob is old and country as hell. He couldn't get his wireless headphones to work, so now he has the Generation 1 iPhone.
I'm plugging in your iPod so it doesn't die.
Oh my God.
Y'all are so damn busted over
there. When they shut your ketchup looking ass, fucking glasses.
You got something to talk, Mrs. French's mustard.
Isn't that
the French's lady?
Isn't that the wig that RuPaul told you to stop wearing?
All right. You know what? Let me try to be nice because we have company. I don't want to be rude.
Why would you try something new today? First of all,
I love how your nails are ketchup, your dress is mustard, and you got the nerve to come for me,
bitch. And I got some mayonnaise in my panties for you.
Ew, that is fucking disgusting.
But I relish in this moment.
You know what, Bob? You fucking just deal with it, okay? I don't have time for you.
Listen, the jokes are only going to get worse. Later, Bianca's coming on the show. This is always going to be a ridiculous episode, and I feel like, okay, first of all, I feel like something happened on we released on our Patreon this week, an exclusive, which showed that you finally got beat by me in Smash Brothers. You said you'd give me $1,000 if I beat you. I have video footage of me beating you. Can you run me my
Patreons, y'all can watch the footage. Bob played me 5 times in a row. He lost every time. And then when we started inviting people into the thing, he finally won a match. So
okay, but that's not what we said. What you said was if I ever beat you, give me my Venmo is at Bob the Drag Queen. I will text you the last 4 of my phone number.
Because you ain't getting a fucking penny from me, bitch.
Wow, you know what? This proves a lot about you. Such a nasty lady. So nasty, so rude. Just
why are you fanning so much?
Because it's hot, Monet. I am in my. First of all, how long? I've been in drag all day.
Yeah. I'm wait. Warm because I have central air in my apartment.
You do not have central. You do not, yes, Monet. I've been in your. Okay, you can tell these little listeners who ain't never been up in your luxurious home. But I've been there before. You do not have central anything in your apartment. You barely have running water.
I fully have central air, but okay.
Monet, you do not have. Okay, next time I go to your apartment, which I won't be there because that goddamn cat you have now, I'm taking some pictures of your fucking clunky ass air conditioner in your drag room, the one in your fucking. Also, Monet has one window unit in her bedroom that she thinks air conditions her whole house. Any New Yorker knows. No. Any New Yorker knows that you need a unit in each room because in the motherfucking summertime, your whole apartment turns to a goddamn easy bake oven. And that is the real tea.
No. I only have those window units to make me seem more relatable. I don't actually use them. I use them to make me relate to my fans and to you, more importantly. So,
well, you know what? You have working on your comedy. That was a good one. I gotta say, hats off to you. You really been working on you really been working on your bit. Tell me a little bit about your couture Freddy Krueger sweater you've chosen to wear today.
Well, you know me, I love a sweater. I wore this to the meet and greets on our Single Rivalry tour, and someone commented on one of the pictures. There's a picture of you in your church lady outfit, and me, and with like your little wig, and me with this, like my big curly shag wig, and they were like, Baba, they literally are the big older boss sister and the young hip cool sister. I was like, you know what? I accept that.
They think I'm young, hip, and cool. Oh my god, that's so nice. I love this. I love the patrons. Thank you so much, siblings. I feel like we should honestly. I know that we normally talk for a little bit, but I really feel like this week we should just jump in and invite our guest. Because she's a fucking cut up in the kiki. She's sitting in the library getting ready to read bitches down. Let's just welcome her to the show.
Let's welcome Bianca!
Hey! I'm excited to be here, and I have to tell you, wait, you were talking about air conditioners and window units, and I have the ultimate window unit story for you. It's so sad, because as you both were talking, I'm like, ooh, 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 ooh. But the window unit story is best. So cut to 2005, and I'm at Splash, and Bunny is DJing, and I'm hosting for the evening, which basically means doing anything to make money. So I'm there, and in the middle of the night, while Bunny and I are talking, RuPaul shows up. Now, this is like,
really?
yeah, this is like random RuPaul. This is, I think, what, 2005?
Oh, I know what you're about
you
to
know
say.
this story.
Keep going. Keep going.
It's before Drag Race. So we're standing there, and here is Bunny goes, girl, I want you to meet Bianca. And Ru looks at me, and she kind of goes, mm-hmm. And then I look at her and go, well, I knew you when you used to be famous, and walk away. Because I'm crossed over at this point, okay? Cut to 20 minutes later, Bunny is running after me on the dance floor. She goes, girl. Because years ago, when they lived together, Ru and Bunny had an apartment. And when RuPaul decided to leave the apartment, she took Bunny's air conditioner unit. So Bunny has never forgiven her. Bunny said, girl, I woke up one day, it was hot, and I said, where is my unit? And RuPaul had taken it. So cut to us at Splash, and I walk away from Ru after saying my nasty drunken comment, and Bunny comes chasing me, and she goes, girl, did you mention the window unit? I'm like, what are you talking about? 15, 20 years later, could you imagine me at Splash going, where's Bunny's window unit at, Ru? Where's it at?
Here's the thing. Bunny has been obsessed with this fucking window unit for years. And when RuPaul came back to perform at Wigstock in like after it was during the time looking good and feeling gorgeous. When she was wearing that like gold lame
cowboy thing.
Suit. Yeah. And as RuPaul went to go on stage, Bunny if you read RuPaul's book, Bunny's in there. As she goes on stage, RuPaul says, the queens behind me said, everybody say steal. And then RuPaul had to go on stage. She didn't name Bunny, but if you know Lady Bunny, that was clearly...
Took her window unit. But the all-time favorite was that Sherry Vine was telling me a story about Bunny, which I love dearly, is that they were doing Wigstock, and they couldn't do it outside for some reason, so it was called Wig Not, and it was indoors. And right before Sherry went on, and Bunny's hosting, Sherry looks at Bunny, and she goes, I have this joke. I don't know if I should use it, And Bunny goes, well, what do you mean? She goes, well, let me just tell you the joke and see if you like it. So she tells her the joke, and Bunny says, I think you should do it. So Bunny went on stage, and goes, before I welcome Sherry Vine, she did the joke!
Oh my God.
Sherry took the joke! That shady cunt!
That is so Lady Bunny. She would tell your joke and then be like, and you should tell it. And then
Thank you. Yeah, rotted.
Bunny used to sit off the side of the stage when you worked the world, and like you wouldn't get too close to her because she would like pull a piece of your drag off of you as they say your name.
No, she would not.
Yeah, well,
yes.
She's insane. Like she called me the other day and literally for 10 minutes, apple, then hangs up. So I call her back. I said, what do you want? You don't like apples, fag? What the fuck? Like, who does this? And why am I entertaining her? I don't know.
I'll tell you one more ridiculous Bunny story. So we were all doing you were in this show. You were hosting the show. Drag Queens of Comedy in San Francisco with Sasha Soprano.
Yes.
And all the drag queens, if you ever go to the Castro Theater, I mean, probably shouldn't be telling you all this, but the dressing room is literally right behind the mezzanine. So if you're in the mezzanine, if you go around back, there's like a little curtained up area. All the drag queens are just hiding in that area.
Because there's no backstage. Because there's no backstage. Because it used to be a movie house.
It's so tiny. Bob and I did our show there. Me and Bob's big black asses were in this little Harry Potter closet, fucking trying to get dressed and sweating and shit.
So we're sitting backstage, and all of us really want to go. all of us want to like go see each other's set. We haven't seen each other before. We want to see each other's set. So everyone goes to the mezzanine and kind of just hides. So it's always with me, R.I.P. Lady Red Couture is there, Alaska, Willem. We're all just like on the staircase, and it's kind of distracting. And one of Peach's Crisis' like little monsters or Goonies, whatever comes out, it's like, we really need you all to go backstage. So we're all like, okay, we go backstage. But Bunny wouldn't leave. She just wouldn't leave. No. And she's like, Bunny, can you please go backstage? And then Bunny just looks at her and goes, ah! 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 And then she was like, Bunny, please don't do this, Bunny. I really need you to go backstage. And Bunny's like, banana!
Oh my
God. Yeah. Like during Alaska's set, and then she goes, Bunny, I'm begging you, please. She goes, da-da-da. And then she goes, whatever. And then she just left. And then I went back and I was like, Bunny. She goes, well, that's how you get what you put.
Girl. Well, you know, my all-time favorite is that she tells me, because you know when she does her little laugh in, and it's like, dun, 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 and she tells all these ridiculous things. And at the end, she goes, thank you. And I said, why do you say thank you? She goes, girl, so they know it's over. And I said, that's a good way to look at it. You know,
I had to tell you, Bianca. So something that myself, Bob, and our good friend Mateo bond over is that, and I want to say, what, Bob, 10 years? No, 7 years ago.
Yeah.
No, it was after you filmed Drag Race, but before it had aired.
It was announced. Yes. Yeah. So about that time, you did the Derek and Romaine show, and Bunny was the guest host.
Yes. Yes.
And that fucking radio show, I listen to it once every couple of months.
We'll put a link in the bio. We'll put a link in the bio.
It is so fucking funny, and it's just you and Buddy just fucking. It was just so funny. It's so.
But you know what it is. You know what it is, and I know this because I know you two as well. Which I don't think I mean, usually people that tune into your show only know where Bob went to school. That Bob's from Atlanta. That Bob and you get. But I want to say Bob knows Whoopi Goldberg. Yeah. But I haven't even listened to the podcast. That's just the children online. But I'm saying is that, you know, when there's queens that you get and I think people forget this, especially with Drag Race, as amazing as drag is all over the world and globally, and we get to travel, we get to do this. I think the essence of drag is us being catty and hateful to one another or enjoying each other's company. You know, and you guys got this sibling rivalry going on, and I think Bunny and I have this, you know, grandmother-granddaughter moment. But in the end, it's just that we get it, and I'm laughing at her laughing at me laughing at us laughing, you know? And I think that gets lost nowadays, you know, that everybody's got to be so serious and so perfect. It's like, honey, if you think everyone's serious and perfect, you're going to be fucked for the rest of your life. That's all I got to say.
Well, I also love today. I mean, me and Bianca, I will say we got to be some really popular queens in New York City while Monet worked at Pieces. But you and I, Bianca, got
Wait, you call that working? She was working? She was working on my fucking nerves.
I took over for you at Testosterone, and they had never had such a packed and amazing show as to when I hosted Testosterone Thursdays.
Bianca, let me tell you right now, Monet does this thing where she claims things, whether they're true or just like her central air in her building.
Yeah. We're just going to call her, let's just call her Trump. All right, Trump. Exactly. Whatever, bitch. Making up statistics.
Monet did this thing where she took over my show on Monday. On Monday nights at Barracuda, and you know about Barracuda. Barracuda's like, it's just a legendary party. If you can work at Barracuda, it's like one of those big deals. And I got the Monday night spot, which was like this huge night. It was like Candace Kane for like, I think 16 years.
Yep.
Peppermint for 10 years.
Yep.
I did it for 4 years. So for 20 years, they only had 3 hosts. And then I turned it over to Monet Exchange.
And what happened?
And Monet, what do you think happened when you took over?
Mondays were great about it. First of all, I only did it for 1 year because I left to go to Drag Race literally the year after, like a year after that. So what are you talking about, bitch?
Well, you weren't on the season after me, though. You were on the season 2 after me. So it was actually 2 years.
So
what about the year? What about that big year where you weren't?
Unlike
what happened there?
Other talented girls like Bianca Del Rio, who had to leave all of her gigs, you had to stay and work it for the whole season because you weren't working that much, honey.
That is not even close to
wait. I'm not going to take up for Bob because she's Emmy nominated now. But I'm saying, but let's be fair, so was Willem, so let's be good. And let's be fair, this past season of Drag Race got 13 nominations, so don't get too excited. I'm just saying, is that I was working at the bars, and I remember telling, because you know how it is when you get the call, and how much time did you have, Monet, before you knew you were going?
I had, season 10, we had a month. All Stars 4, we had like a month and like a week. So
and how much time did you have, Bob?
I had 2 weeks.
I had a week. I had 1 fucking week.
Gag.
So
Really?
why do you think I'm in the same dress in every color? I had a week, bitch. And I was told, like I knew I must have not been first choice. It must have been some crazy bitch who fucked the psych test. And then I got lingered into it. And then I went to all the bar owners that I was working at. And at that time, it was a good year because I was working at the Ritz on Monday night. I was working at not Bear Industry with you on Tuesday night, Bob.
Yeah.
And then Thursday, where the fuck was I? I think it was in Therapy, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I was in Fire Island. So I had to go to all of them and say, look, I'm leaving. Like I got to go do this. I said, it might be a week, but give me a minute. I'll go run and do this. And I promise you when I
might be a week.
I don't know. You don't know, bitch. And then I'm
really
just like,
believed in yourself, didn't you?
Well, I just said, I'll come back. I mean, a friend of mine said when they heard I was on Drag Race, they said either Bianca's going to win or she goes home first. So you just never know. Remember, I told her about Bunny's air conditioned unit. She was already pissed at me from scratch. Rue was not having it.
I'm sure not. Anyone who's ever been on set for RuPaul's Drag Race knows apparently she still has that unit because, bitch, it is cold as fuck.
It's
apparently,
cold.
RuPaul has been hauling that unit around for 30 seconds.
The longest extension cord. But I left and I told them, I said, if I can go and do this, I'll come back and work. And we filmed, I don't know what the time frame between yours was. We filmed in June and July of 2013, and they announced us in December, and that didn't air until 2014 of February. So we had a lot of time back. And I was back at the gigs with Bob and everybody, and I couldn't say anything. Although after a couple of drinks, I told her everything.
Yeah, yeah. That was the same. We filmed in July, August. We announced it in December, but we didn't actually air it until March. So we had like 3.5 months of people being like, people coming to the club being like, I heard how you did.
Hate that shit. I hate that. They were like, so I know where you were this summer, girl. I'm like, girl, shut up. Go drink your fucking cocktail and walk away. Like, why?
Well, you know what happened? I made this excuse. I told the people that I was going to take. Now, this is me in the moment because I had a week. I'm not even thinking. I'm like, I have to go take care of my sick mother. Well, girl, 2 friends text me going, we know you don't even like your mother. Where the fuck are you going? What the hell are you doing?
You're like, no, you misunderstood me. I have to go take care of my sick mother.
Yeah!
Bianca, I always wanted to know this. So, in light of obviously the tie in season 4 and like and like the race being super close, when your season was airing, and because y'all filmed the 3 winners and also filmed the tie for yours.
Yeah.
Did you going into the finale? Did you genuinely think you were going to win, or did you think you were going to tie?
No, I didn't think I was going to win at all. I thought Adore was going to win because she cried. And, she had that. We just came off of Jinx's season where it was the underdog was the winner. And I just thought that Adore gave them that journey they wanted, So I thought I'm happy to be in the company of them because obviously, as you know, we all become very good friends when you're with those people, the top 3 gals, because you're spending time together, and through those months you're chatting and talking about it. That when we got back to film the finale, they said they told us at the beginning we're gonna film 3 endings. So they go, Rue goes, and the winner is Adore Delano. And then everybody claps, and I'm going, all right, that's customary, that's good. Yeah. Then she goes, oh, we need to do that again. And I went in my head, well, why you got to do it again if she ain't going to win? Why you need it twice? Why? And that was in my head. So now I'm going, Then it's Adore Delano again. Then it was me. And then it was Courtney, which we knew she wasn't going to win. And then...
they did Courtney. They were like, all right, take the film out of the camera.
Yeah, we're good. And then they fucked us and they said, and now let's film. Now they just went ahead. And now we have a tie. And of course, Adore is excited as fuck. And I'm going, we got to split the money. I would love to see the footage of that moment because it was just like, oh, no. I'm like, give it to one or give it to the other. Tie, I thought, I'd be fine with it if either one of us won. I didn't think it'd be fair to be a tie. That's all.
Well,
I
listen,
thought.
I want to talk about you winning, but we didn't take a short break, and we'll be right back. Now, here's the thing about you winning. So I was, of course, in New York City. We were Bianca crazy. I mean,
of course,
when you were on the show, we were like, we need this. We need this.
Everywhere you went, every bar, every gay restaurant in Hell's Kitchen in fucking Chelsea, it was fucking Team Bianca or fucking die.
But you do know that I worked at every one of those bars and was fired from every one of those bars at some point in my life. But also, to be fair, I say this to everyone. At the time when I got to do the season, which was 6, and you and I, Bob, because you were 8, the only queens in New York City at that time that were actually working actively in the city consistently that went on the show. Do you know what I mean? Like Manila and all that. They ain't had no shows. They ain't had. That's why she did 14 All Stars. She didn't have no shows. So it was a different feeling. I guess that you were kind of amongst the people, and also.
Well, not just that, but even on your season, I mean, people. This is no shade to Milk, but I remember when Milk was like, "I'm from New York." I was like, "This bitch ain't."
I had no idea who this
bitch ain't from New York.
Yeah, but I had the same situation with Vivacious. Vivacious was like, "Hello," and I'm
Mother.
like. Yeah, it was one of those moments. I was like, okay.
Mama, you know me, Bianca. You've seen me a million times in the clubs. You know exactly who I am.
Look at me, Mama. Look at me, Mama. Look at me,
That's a pretty
Mama.
good Vivacious. Mother Bianca, you are absolutely stunning. You guys the children.
That is good.
Every
you
time.
Sound like, you either sound like a Vivacious or really constipated Shaquita.
So either way, it's not a compliment. Yeah.
But the thing about, so back to you winning, there's a little bit of folklore. So Bianca, I said, Bianca, you're gonna win. We needed you to win. So they were like, Bianca, you're gonna win. And Bianca goes, girl, I ain't about to win. I said, you are gonna win. And she goes, bitch, if I win, I give you $100.
Yeah.
And I said, okay. So of course Bianca won.
Oh my God, yes! Is this how it happened?
Yes.
Okay.
And then the very next day, Bianca, like after she won, we had a show or something. Because back when it used to air on Mondays.
Yes,
we had a show
Monday
on
night.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Mondays are a drag. Remember that on logo?
Yeah.
And then Bianca came in. She goes, here it is, man of my word. She gave me the $100 bill. And what you don't know, Bianca, is we actually need to get the bill back. I took that money and I wrote my name on it. I was like, I'm going to give this to someone I believe in one day. Someone who is like on the way up. I'll believe in them and they'll give it to someone. So I gave it to Monet Exchange. So Monet took the money. She wrote Yes, it's this.
This is insane. Okay.
So Monet wrote. This is before Monet had all the gigs and stuff. And then she's like started getting more popular. Then she wrote her name and she got cast. And then I said, Monet, only thing you have to give this to someone who you think is like you believe is going to do big things. And then Monet gave it to Jan Sport, who ended up on the next season.
Very well.
So
yeah, wait. So can I ask for my money back? Is it too late to get the money?
So,
see, you fucked it up when you gave it to white people. That's the fucking problem, bitch. Okay, we gotta stay in the POC chamber, bitch.
I know. Right down. I fucked up the legacy, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but Jan has it. We need to get the bill back to you so you can write your fucking name on it. This bill is worth so much fucking money at this point.
Let's do it.
It's worth at least $102.
Well, let me tell you, that $100 is working more than what I pay in taxes because I'm paying a lot in taxes and a goddamn thing happening. But that little $100 is making people's dreams, especially for you, come true.
Have you seen what someone said? Someone wrote online said, honestly, I'm voting for coronavirus for president. Coronavirus has cleared up the streets. The air is more breathable. People are being nicer to each other. They're like, coronavirus has done more for the...
Corona 2021.
Yeah, can we also talk about how season 6, honestly, season 6, in my opinion, I think Bob too, we talked about this before, has the best promo in Drag Race history.
Well,
that scene of Bianca sitting in the library.
Wait, are you ready for this? Wait, so this is the ultimate. This is what's so fucked up. I never get to talk about this with anybody, so it's kind of funny to relive it now. I mean, amongst ourselves, we discuss it, but so you know how it is. Well, maybe it was different for your season, but we filmed we were the first season that had 7 and 7. So we had the first episode.
That's right.
2 groups. So we had 7 and 7 for 14 of us, which I thought was pretty genius because you get to meet the first 7 and our 7. So when we were flown to Los Angeles to watch the premiere of the first episode, we knew we were not on the first episode, but we thought, well, they're going to let us see the second. No, bitch. They flew us to Los Angeles, and we only see the first episode, which was all weird to us because we're like, well, we'd like to see us. I go, next week. But then what was interesting, we filmed 1, 2, because, every 2 days is 1 episode. So we did 3 episodes, and they kept everyone that was eliminated. And then we were filming the logo promo, because at the time they were with logo.
Oh.
So it was a separate thing. And we get a call that says, we need everybody on set, blah, blah, blah. This is how it's going to work. It's your day off, but you've got to film this stuff. The theme is black and pink. They had black and pink. And they hired a stylist to bring in all these fabulous clothes.
Always
exactly.
Trash.
Girl, don't even give me. I'll have a story about the fucking me. I had it out. Me and the stylist and the producers were about to fight. But go ahead, Bianca.
Okay, so here it is. Everyone, I don't know this, but announced to me, everybody else had a 6 a.m. call. I had an 11:30 call. Don't know why, and I didn't know it because you're locked in your room with the tape. So I get to set. And I see Gia Gunn and I see Laganja all in this strappy, sexy shit. And I'm going, as I'm walking to the fitting, I'm like, this ain't gonna be cute. This ain't gonna be cute. And then I run into Kelly Mantle and I'm like, the fuck are you doing here? She goes, girl, I was eliminated. And that was the first time 3 episodes in that I went,
oh, because you never even saw her.
I didn't see her.
Right.
I was like, oh my God, they're getting rid of talented people. Like, this is serious. Because at the time, I was with the fools. So I thought, no. So I go into the room, and this faggot is standing there, and he goes, I've got this dress for you to put on. It was latex, and it was white, and it's like this big. I said, it ain't gonna fit me. He's like, no. I said, listen, honey. He goes, it stretches. I said, Mary, it's not gonna fit me. He goes, it's a $300 dress. They start pulling that dress on me, rip up the front. And he's like, we don't have anything else here that's going to fit you. I said, I brought a dress, my one dress in black. I had that dress. They put that little latex thing, and I went, Matthew Anderson looked at me, and he said, you're a good bitch. I said, bring a dress, because you never know. And that's why in my video set, when I'm throwing things, I'm in a pink vinyl that's ripped up the ass. But in my promo shot, I'm in my black velvet.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that makes sense. I always wonder that.
And the hat that I'm wearing in my scene, Adore is wearing in her promo shot as well. It's the same hat.
I also imagine that you're in there. I imagine you in there. You just aggressively put the dress on. So I just can't.
No, they were pulling it. Look, I said, it's not going to fit. I'm standing there going, pull it up. Try me, bitch. I do this for a living. It ain't gonna fit my ass.
Also, for those of you who don't know, Bianca is this big. Bianca is, I think, 5'7".
I'm short.
Bianca is bigger than you are. You're so tiny, Bianca.
So how small was this dress they were trying to fucking put you
know what
in?
it was? It was cruel because it was a lady dress. Don't bring a lady dress near my manly ass. It's not gonna work.
That's what happens when you try to get Bianca to wear a condom. She'll literally.
I break it all, baby.
So here's the gag of that all. So Monet's, I feel like Monet's was filmed the first day they were there because they were wearing their first episode look. Or their promo look.
Was filmed after we had done 2 episodes. It was so Vanjie and Calorie had both went home when we.
That is so cringy to make girls come back because they have to be like, how are you going to win? And the girls are like, I'm gonna slay the competition.
So really quick for mine, when they brought Vanjie and Calorie come back, they would not let them be next to us. So we would all still cast.
Really?
We're like living like woo woo woo. Vanjie and Calorie had to be by themselves, like isolated. No.
Facing the wall,
ignorant as hell. Vanjie's like, I'm talking to the girl. How y'all doing? I'm talking. I was like, oh god.
So on my season, it was even worse. Only one girl had been eliminated. It was only Naisha. We did it after the first episode. So Naisha Lopez was the only person eliminated. All of us were sitting together. Naisha was just in timeout by herself.
The cheese stands alone.
Girl, so here's my quick story. I was over there in wardrobe because they had told me, they were like, we need you to have an outfit for the promo. The theme is like, think hair salon 50s. And I said, okay. I went shopping. I took pictures of the fabric. I took pictures of the dress. I added a bow. I did all this stuff. You
were so proud of this dress.
For most people, that's a lot for Bob when she's accessorizing. That's a lot.
He stayed up for like 2 days making this one fucking dress.
Mitch, I will have you put a picture of this dress in this fucking video. Please. And then I got to set, and they were like, this dress is great. And I got to set, and when I got there, they were like, oh, we can't use that dress. And I was like, I took 2 days out of my preparation for this competition to make this dress. And they tried to put me in this dress. It was like, it looked kind of like the one that Acid Betty wore, which is this like straight up and down 60s mod style dress. Yeah. But it was just brown, but not like a nice, like green brown. And they tried to put me
basically for you it was flesh tone. I got it.
They tried to put me in these white Bojangles gloves. And white gloves with a button. And I said, and I was wearing the outfit, and I also didn't have any padding on because my outfit didn't have pads, so I left my pads back in the workroom on a different stage. And I looked at them, I said, does this look nice to y'all? And they were like, we think it looks nice. And I remember looking at them, I said, I look like a fucking extra from Selma. I am not going on set. They start calling in more and more producers. I am now surrounded by like 5 producers, and I was like, I'm not going out there until I can either wear the dress that I had or
Yeah.
have the same silhouette. And
Yeah.
that's just the end of the story.
Well, you know what?
And they
That's
went and got
good,
me a
though.
poodle skirt.
Isn't that wild, though, that when you're in that moment and you just, I mean, you have to be prepared. And you know me, I bring 12 of the same dress in every color just in case. But here was this moment where I went, what would they have done if I would have been stuck there in this
Right.
situation with no fucking clothes? So you got to have something else with you. That's good. I'm glad you had it.
Yeah.
Also, I think that always speaks to Bianca because like I don't know if the fans notice about you, but all the queens notice about you. You are like OCD, super prepared. Like you have like these like crazy what you call them little
containers.
suitcases
Yeah,
with
yeah.
all of your every
Shit.
single colored jewelry pieces.
Yes.
Like you're like crazy OCD.
But you all don't realize that the books behind Bianca are all placed alphabetically by the middle name of the author.
But you know what, man? No, fuck you, ho. Actually, at the top, there are designer orders, and then these are all shut up. Anyway, why am I entertaining your ass? Seriously. Fucking Bojangle, bitch. Coming at me.
All right, Carmen Miranda, we have to get into our topic today.
Wait, you know what? Wait, I put this on, and I said, oh my God, I hope it doesn't look too African. They said, have you looked at yourself? And I went, oh, okay, because I don't want to I wore a turban in a photo, and they came after me for cultural appropriation.
Oh,
said,
God.
Queen, a turban. I said, have you not seen fucking Sunset Boulevard, you motherfuckers? And first of all, haven't I started appropriating when I started dressing like a goddamn woman, you asshole? Like, anyway, go ahead.
I did say as soon as you logged on, I said, oh my God, very Sunset Boulevard. It's like literally as soon as I saw you.
Also, you also give me very Whitney Houston when she did.
Yes, in Africa.
In Africa, you give me very that.
And Monet, you are giving me Whitney Houston after the sweats and like 5 numbers and like right before rehab.
Yeah,
and
Bob,
you're giving me fucking Aretha Franklin after the fucking rigor mortis set in, bitch. That's what you giving me.
Wow, Monet canceled. Wow, dead jokes. Wow.
Now, how dare you talk about the rigor mortis community?
There might be dead people listening to this podcast right now.
I heard that's the only thing listening. The only thing listening is dead people.
Now listen, Bianca, we oh my God, I don't know how long we talk. We have not gotten to our topic. We wanted to talk to you about. The topic today was also we have a running theme here that we never talk about the topic.
That's perfect. You got a lot to say. I don't
want to talk about things that drag queens do that we hate.
Girl.
Okay.
I know Monet's already. I already know Monet's thing with drag. I know this. I know Monet is an old crotchety queen when it comes to this. This shit boils Monet's skin. Her fucking West Indian skin, girl. This gets her curry bubbling, bitch. Monet hates when new queens try to charge veteran queen rates.
Bitch, that
look at her. Look at her go.
Gets me wild. That
Tell me about it.
So wild. Because
let me hear.
You have queens like the Biancas, like the Bobs, like the Peppermints, the Sherry Vines, queens who have worked for years before they were ever on Drag Race, who worked for years to get those rates. Then you, squiggly bubble pants, it is your first night out at Catacall at fucking therapy, doing your first day. And then the next week you're like, yeah, my rate is 125. Sorry. I'm like, what?
I will forever use squiggly bubbly pants because that is the perfect description of some of these people. I agree.
We stand squiggly bubbly pants on Sylvie River. We stand
that
squiggly.
Gets me so wild. It gets me so hot. It gets me I'm like hot. I'm like,
but wait,
now my central air stopped working.
Well, go push the button by your window. No, the thing is, did RuPaul steal yours too? I'm saying.
Everybody stay still.
Buddy's so dumb. Everybody stay still.
Girl, everybody stay still. You know, the thing I think that I don't like, and it's what kind of like somewhat to what I was saying earlier, is when you're not a queen's queen. Especially when you're doing group tours. It's like one of those things where you're out there, we're all in the same boat, we're all got to do a meet and greet, and it's like, be on time, be respectful. Look, the lunch menu is going to be crazy. You can't check into the hotel till this time.
Bitch, Valentina just entered the chat, girl.
Girl, but it's that kind of a thing that I go, like you can be. I always say this: you can be whatever you want on stage. You know, if you're a diva, if you're a cunt, if you're this. Off stage, you better be a humble motherfucker, especially when you're working with other people. And as problematic as a 10-year-old may assume that I am, I go off stage. You got to go work with everybody. What can we do? Be on time and do your motherfucking job. Because we're very lucky bitches to get to do what we do. And when you holding shit up and you're not on time and you're thinking you're better than the rest, it just sets this mood. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
You start you're just like, fuck all the way. Who the fuck do you think? Bitch, the best was I was in Mexico City. I have never been to Mexico City. I'm doing Work the World, and we're backstage. Meet and greet is at 5:30. They're like, line up. I've lined up. Guess who's not ready? Fucking Valentina. Now, in her people's land in Mexico City. Now,
this is in Mexico City?
Mexico City.
You know she's going to feel it in Mexico City, girl. You can't stop her.
This is the pisser. She had been to Mexico City 3 times before. Talked to her management. So now she's doing the group tour with everybody else. So Detox, who's a smart fucking bitch, goes, Bianca ain't been to Mexico City. They said, girls, pair up. Detox grabs my ass. We get the table. Guess what happens? Here comes Valentina to Mexico City, and Bianca got a line around the corner. I went, me gusta, bitch.
So I don't know if I've told this on the podcast yet. I don't even know if I. So
you mentioned your school. You mentioned Atlanta. Yeah, you told us. You
might know I'm from Columbus, Georgia. I was born in Columbus. Anyway. So listen.
Wait, I love how this is Bianca's first day of the podcast and she already knows about bullshit. Bianca, wait, Bianca, let me break it down. He's from Clayton County, in Columbus, Georgia, and then he knows, but then I lived in Corinth, Mississippi.
Yes, I did. Don't forget Phoenix City, Alabama. Yep. Representing for Phoenix City, P-Town in the house, son.
Yep.
Yo, shut up. Listen. So on this tour, we were doing Work the World, and this is not the Drag Valentina podcast, but anyway, here we go. So we were in Spain. I think we're in Barcelona, and they really love Valentina Barcelona. They love
Well, everybody. I mean, everybody loves her. I mean, who doesn't? She's gorgeous, but she's much more fun now than she was a couple years ago. So she's cool with a joke, which is good. But anyway,
so we were all getting ready, but Valentina was like, she was late for whatever reason. She ended up being really weird because I saw her on the way to the venue. She was in full drag in the elevator. She goes, Bob, would you please put this button on for me? And I was like, oh yeah. And I was like, why are you in full drag? So I like put a little belt on. I was like, why are you in drag? I have a television appearance. So she went to the television thing, but then she came to the gig and she was out of drag and had to get back in drag. She had a face on, but she had her hair on.
What kind of gig was that?
No,
I mean,
some TV interview.
OnlyFans?
So she had this thing. So Valentina was about an hour late for the meet and greet. She came out about an hour late, and the producers put us over in this corner with these like Home Depot clamp lights, and it was horrible. Like the lighting was bad. It was hot. We looked like shit. But like it's part of the gig. You do the gig. You do the thing. But then Valentina comes out, and she's an hour late, and everyone goes bananas. And he ushers her over to this private meet and greet area with nice lights hanging up. Bitch, if you could have been near Shangela, the water in your eyes would have dried up.
Steam, she was so it's like one of those cartoons, the steam, like
yes.
Girl, Shangela, my we're here sister with
baby.
She went back. Whoa, baby, whoa. She went back to that promoter, called him everything but a child of God.
Yeah.
And then Kim started having it out with Valentina. Kim's yelling at Valentina. Shangela's yelling at the promoter. And I'm just sitting there like, this
is tour life. That is tour life. And that's why I think it's just so interesting is that, we would get into groups. And we had this one group that was the early group that we would get in. There was a room with Sharon, Jinx, Alaska. They would all sit in a room. Exactly. They would go in a room and sing. And then in one other room was me, Adore, Detox, and who was the other one? Ivy Winters, who I love. And Ivy.
Oh, was this bots?
I think it was probably Bots in the beginning. Yes, it wasn't Work the World.
And
Yeah.
Bots is Battle of the Seasons for everyone who's wearing it. It's like
Correct.
the first Work the World.
Yes, and so we were all in a room, and Ivy and I had been friends way before Drag Race, so it was kind of like we're catching up, and Adora and I were close. Detox is cool as shit. We're all getting ready, and when the show would end, you do the meet and greet, and then you do the show, and then when it was done, Detox is like, "Hey, we're in Atlanta, let's go out," and we're like, "Let's get the fuck out of
Swinging
drag."
Riches? Did you go to Swinging
And
Riches?
Bitch, we in that club within 10 minutes. These other hoes are texting us going, "We're still in the dressing room. Where you at?" Bitch, we got balls on our face. We got dicks in our drinks. We're like, we don't have time. We're out. We're out of the club. Like, we're not waiting for your slow ass.
Yeah, it's like, can I get a low ball with a black ball inside of it?
Exactly. Listen, I'm an old man. I don't have much time. I gotta
Those
go,
who don't know,
bitch.
Swinging Richards is this strip club in Atlanta. It's really famous,
Yes.
and it's a black strip club. It's a black gay strip club in Atlanta.
Me and Iggy Azalea. So Iggy Azalea did my talk show. We hang
Oh,
out.
wait. Give me a minute. Give me a minute, because you just dropped that name. Hold on. Let me grab it.
Oh my God. So Iggy Azalea.
And of all the names to drop, that's the one you dropped.
Look at me.
Iggy Azalea
You
did
drop
my
from the
show.
list. You drop it from
And
the list
then
of mentioning.
At the end of the show, we exchanged numbers. She's like, "Oh my God, you're really cool. Yada yada. I would love to hang out when you come to Atlanta." And she lives down there with her black husband or black boyfriend and her black baby.
Okay.
And then she was like, "When you come down there, I wanna
You make it sound like she owns black people. A black baby, a black butler in Atlanta. It's triggering for Southerners, Monet. Me and Bianca are Southerners. That is very triggering.
And then she was like, "Let's go out to Swinging Riches." I was like, "Work." So I was in Atlanta. Like I think 3 months later, I texted her, no response. I've heard anything back from her. And then randomly 2 months after that, she sent me this fucking book text message. She was like, "I'm just really sorry. I'm going through a really bad time right now, and I try to make industry friends, and I thought that you were just an industry friend, someone who didn't want to really want to be my friend, and I'm so sorry I never responded because you seem really honest and really genuine, and I'm really sorry." I was like, "Girl, it's not that big."
Not spilling her tea, girl.
Well,
Monet,
that's interesting. Did you save it? Did you save the message?
Oh yeah, I have it right here.
Oh,
Should I read
wait.
it?
No.
Is that shady?
Okay.
Monet, why do you keep arguing with all these white women? You and Meghan McCain used to be buddies. Then she thought you was a fake asshole. Y'all don't know this. Meghan McCain blocked Monet on Instagram and Twitter. Yes, she did.
She did.
Wait a minute,
Yes,
I thought
she
y'all were
did.
besties, bitch. What the fuck
We
happened?
were not besties. Oh my God, we were not besties.
Bitch,
Okay,
you were
first
saying
of
all
all,
kinds of fuckery online. Don't you try it. People come for me and go, "Bianca's a bitch." You a bitch trading with that white hoe. Tell me what you did. Tell me, old Republican ass. This is sad.
Oh, and you're dressed in red. Very convenient.
Very.
And you
Yeah,
look
telling.
like an elephant. Very convenient.
telling.
Old red elephant asshole.
Very telling.
I did the video with Nina, and then that was literally it. And then so she had that really big blow
But at what point did Megan induct you into the KKK? Was that before the show or was that after the show?
She did that thing. Her and Whoopi had that argument, and then I retweeted it. I was like, "Whoopi better work." And then that Megan got mad, girl. She
blocked
unfriended
you.
me on all platforms.
Karen.
Well, it's that weird thing, and I guess it's also exciting. I mean, when you compare Megan to Whoopi, there's a huge difference, But you have these people that you meet, and you're like, "Oh, they're kind of exciting," and you have this connection for a minute or two, and if anything engages after that, you're like, "Oh, this is lovely," or they like me. Okay, this is good.
Yeah.
But then you have to defend it to every fucking body else is going, "Do you know that in 1962 she took a shit and she had?" And you're like, "What the fuck? I didn't know." Like anything that happened. Well, did you know that she said? And you're like, "Okay, all right. Well, maybe we're not close." But if you didn't make an announcement. You didn't make an announcement, so now you're her best friend. See, that's how gays work. They
Megan McCarran. But back to what you're saying about being nice too, because I realize if you're not nice, what's going to end up happening is if anyone has seen Glee and what's going on with Glee right now, because these people are dragging Leah Michelle. Everyone in Glee is like, everyone's like, she was a monster. And what's gonna happen is these queens you think are your buddies and your pals, and we're gonna hang out with you forever. When the shit hits the fan, if you were nasty, bitch, I'm not about to stand up for you. And I was telling Monet's talking about, we're all sisters. I'm like, these bitches are not I don't even know half these hoes. These bitches are not my fucking sisters.
And Bianca's I don't want to know her.
Monet's my sister. Right. I got a couple of Drag Race girls and local girls. I'm not your
fucking sister.
Wait,
anyway, redact that shit. I ain't your fucking sister.
You should be so lucky. These bitches my sons. You my son. How about that?
Listen,
But-
so wait, going back to Twitter really quick. One thing that I hate that queens do on Twitter are stupid tweets. And Bianca, I know you get tired of this because Bianca's like, everything is not for Twitter. But like some girls will get on Twitter and they'll be like, this morning I'm having orange juice and pancakes. What are you having? I'm like, that's not a fucking tweet.
Okay, you know what? Okay,
just
so
say
just say
ginger mange next time. Just say
Yeah,
ginger mange next time.
I'm gonna say, look, I didn't grow up with social media, and this is how I personally.
you didn't
I'm
grow
an
up with
old bitch.
electricity.
You know what, bitch? And from the looks of your face, you don't have none in your house either, bitch. I'm saying. You need to go over to Monet's, use the juice from her window unit, and plug it, and use your mirror and plug it in. I'm saying that I didn't grow up with it, so I don't feel the need to go, Dear Diary, this is what I'm thinking. I didn't even have
Right.
Twitter or Instagram until Drag Race. So these phantom people that exist that hate or have an opinion, I don't give a fuck. Like, it doesn't matter. I have no connection to it because it's no one that I've met. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, go live your motherfucking life. I don't understand the idea or the game or this thing about being liked so much, where some of these queens are like, I need to be liked and I need to be responsible. I need to be a role model. When has a drag queen been a role model? Let's be real.
One thing Katya said that I thought was actually really smart, I know she said a lot of wild stuff, but she said at one point in time, drag queens were meant to be mean and poor.
Yeah.
And now people expect us to be rich and nice. And I was
Yeah.
like, that is a good point. We used to be the brokest, meanest motherfuckers at the club.
Well, yeah. And we were also working in the clubs. And the thing is that at my age, after doing this for 25 years, I'm going to say, ain't no
You
10-year-old
look like it
bitch.
too.
You know what, cunt? Look, at least I got a sweater, ain't got no holes in it. I know you got air conditioning, but get some mothballs, bitch. That might fix your fucking problem. What's worse than them holes is that ashy-ass skin that's hanging out. But in the end, looking like Bob's Bojangles gloves, all white and ashy. But I'm saying is that it's interesting to see that these types of people, I know that people become their favorites and we all become Pokemon. It's like, oh, I love her, so I can't like her. Or I like her because of this. But they're phantom people. The people that like me come to see me. The people that like me follow me. And the people that don't have an opinion. And that's okay. And I'm not expecting or wanting or needing to be liked. Not to mention the one thing I hate is sympathy. Don't bring no fucking sympathy around me. I don't want some bitch going, let me go see her show because she really needs it. Or she was left at a bus stop. I'm sorry. Get out of here.
Well, do you know they used to do this back? Oh my God, this is so shady, but I was not here for this. I've heard about this legendarily. So a court allegedly, Pandora Box did a show back when they did the Alan Chuck.
Oh, the cruise ship. Yeah.
And allegedly, according to Reddit and the other girls, Pandora's Box's show is just like really not great. So all the other girls and people would like be like, y'all, let's go see Pandora because her show's not doing well.
Yeah.
So then it was just filled with a bunch of people watching her because they felt bad for her.
Yeah.
But then the show itself ended up being weird. So if you're watching me with sympathy through your eyes, then like it won't work. The connection doesn't work that way.
No, and I think it just goes to, also the people that are watching the show have this idea that, okay, you are this person that I own now. I've had this happen lately. People saying, happy birthday, Bianca, because I just had a birthday, is that everybody's going, wait, not her, not this, go fuck yourself. Who the fuck are you to come at me? The other day I posted, just because this is what I do. This is what I use social media for. I said, Shay, no matter what happens, I'm going to send you, I'm going to send you roses, blah, 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 no matter what. Okay, that's my tweet, right? All these little motherfuckers with faces of all of you, because they don't even have a real profile picture, which I don't know why they choose with your faces. But here it is.
What do you mean all of you? Whoa, what are you saying?
People who wear yellow. Anyway, I'm saying, here it is. Every other drag queen's face is on their profile, and they're going, how dare you mention that? That triggers her. That makes her crazy. And I'm going, first of all, I'm cool with Shay. Shay knows me, and who are you? If the bitch I'm tweeting doesn't have a problem with it, who the fuck are you to tell me you can't? Sorry.
I had that a while back. I made a joke about Aja a while back, and folks got really mad. I was like, I've known Aja for years.
Yeah.
Me and Aja are cool. I fucking produced one of Aja's music videos. Like, we're good. Like, mind your business. We'll be over here doing our own thing. And I also saw online, Shay posted, you actually sent her the flowers.
I did, but because I said, no matter what, I'm going to send you the roses. And then she chimed in many comments later after all these little, just noise that are saying you can't. That triggers her. Whatever. How dare you? You're going after her when she's problematic with that. And it's so I said to her, I said, "This is what it is." She chimes in. She goes, "Thank you, Bianca," and little hearts. And then 10 minutes later, she put, "Wait a minute, I just reread this. You a shady bitch." And I went, "Yes, I am." But I sent her the fucking flowers. It's like, who are you to get into the middle of what I'm doing? And if you think that what I'm doing on Twitter is about substance when it comes to charities or when it comes to something important, of course. But don't tell me who I can play with online. You know what I mean?
I was really I sent Bianca I didn't post about it. I should have posted about it when Bianca had her throat surgery.
Oh, yes.
I just put it on Amazon and sent, because I know after you have to like talk quietly. So I sent Bianca a loudspeaker, like a megaphone, so that whenever she would, I was like, I know after your surgery you can't yell, and I know yelling was your favorite thing, so I sent her a little megaphone.
No one's gonna know it's me. No one's gonna know it's me.
Can we talk about how you lost? Okay, so I mean, can we say where you live? Well, not where you live, but like you live in the desert. It's very hot.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. And
you had like a power outage recently. That is crazy to me.
Yeah, well, in the South, it happens a lot, especially when you don't pay the bill. But I was in the middle of the night and woke up and I was sweating. And I was like, this is not cute. When you're sweating alone.
Oh, my God, RuPaul took your air conditioner. Did RuPaul sneak in and take
I've come to the conclusion it was no outage. I just saw these hands managing my dick.
Yeah,
girl, can you imagine?
With no AC, I would literally fucking die.
Bitch, you don't have AC now. You don't have AC now. Bob done told you got one unit that blows your whole house. Like,
the big bad air conditioning unit that blows the whole house down.
Listen, we're gonna take another short break, and then we're gonna be back with the end of the episode.
We'll be back.
And we's back with Miss Bianca. Bianca, so there is this legendary clip of you doing.
Okay, I showed this to everybody.
Yes, I know exactly what it is. Yes. Take it, Bob. Set it up.
Okay, we do not get to see Bianca. Bianca, I'm going to tell you right now, this is not Bonus Smoking Brass. Bianca is really close to infallible. She just doesn't. You're just so meticulous. You don't make a lot of it. And if you make mistakes, you hide them really well, so we don't get to see them. Which is why on your comedy special, I always loop back to when your wig pops off. Every time. I'm like, yes. Yeah, rewind it. Rewind it. So years ago, you were at some nightclub, and you were you were dressed as the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yes.
Doing Defying Gravity.
Okay.
Some like club version.
Well, let me explain it. It was actually 2000. When did Wicked come out? It was very early on.
Wicked was like 2000.
Okay, so it was early on, and it was actually the No AIDS Task Force in New Orleans, Louisiana, would have this huge Halloween celebration. So each year they would throw a circuit party, because that's what gays do. It's like, oh, we have a disease. Let's all get together and steal your money. So they were doing this to collect the money, which is a brilliant thing, because it's like a 3-day weekend. One day, it's like a steamboat party. Next is like a club party. And then there was this huge circuit party. So throughout the night, they would have that typical music. Doom, 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 doom. And then they would have a performance in the middle of the night. So they had this idea of doing this Defying Gravity theme. And I don't know if you know from Los Angeles, Dylan Powell, who's a friend of mine. He was from New Orleans, but now lives in Los Angeles. Anyway, he was a child, and he was one of the Munchkins. So he's there, and we're in rehearsal, and they said, we're going to fly you on this thing. We have this rigging that's going to pull you. And I said, okay. So we do the rehearsal. Now this is where you don't get into this theatrics. I got on the thing, and they lift me up. Now, the problem with the flying system was probably not much taller than me. And so I was lifted about 2 feet above the air. And
if you would have fell, you'd have been fine.
Wait, they said, we're going to move you quickly and you're going to fly. I'm like, well, this ain't really flying, but sure. Yeah, whatever. So, girl,
a hovering system.
Cut to I'm literally just dangling amongst them. Here it comes, and then it starts going slow. and it's just going, and I'm trying to stay forward, and I'm twirling back and forth like it's on YouTube. Look it up.
Yeah,
Look it up.
we'll
Oh,
put
we
the
have
link.
the link. We
Oh,
have the
please
link.
look
We're
it
gonna
up.
put it. Listen, go to the description box to watch this link of this.
I'm
fucking
convinced.
video.
I'm convinced RuPaul saw it and said, "Don't let her lip sync. Don't let her lip sync. Don't let it happen." It was a hot mess. But literally, I'm 2 feet off the ground trying to beat a witch. Not good. Not good.
And
My
then
life.
and then she keeps turning around, and then Bianca's like flailing her arms.
Because you can't, you forget they ain't nothing, bitch. You were hanging by a fucking string, and you're trying to stay forward, and that's my life.
The weird thing too is like it's in the middle of a circuit party. It's not in the middle of a show because
No.
so like the audience isn't like really watching, but there's no one
but
cheering.
Let me tell you, those cunts were so fucked up. They thought I was flying, bitch. They thought they knew.
Bitch, they were flying. Bitch,
They were flying. I was flying. We were flying. Yeah, but it's one of the.
Flying high, you know how they feel.
Nobody asked for that. But yeah,
Wait, Monet, do you have an embarrassing performance, Monet, that you were like, oh my god, this was like?
Oh wait,
one of my
besides Drag Race the first time and second time, do you happen to have?
Oh, one time when I was when I was at Queen, it was like one of the first times I performed at Queen. Like when I had first joined, I wasn't even part of the cast. Dallas like asked me to be part of the show. And it was like right after I did the split at Luke Queen at the Monte, I was like, oh, I'm like the split queen. I can like do this stuff. And then I went to Queen and I wore this outfit that you made me, Bob. It was a cat suit you made me, and I did the split. And it was back then when I would also sometimes try to not do pads because I was like, oh, I got body, I don't need to do pads. Bitch, yeah. I did a split and my fucking cat suit ripped and girl just balls a jingle jangle.
No, wait, I had balls. I was at Harris Casino in New Orleans, Louisiana, doing this show called Glitz, and it was a female illusion show. And everybody was.
What were you doing there? Bartending?
I was a host. Shut up, cunt. I was a hostess. I was collecting tickets. Let me finish the story. It was a female delusion show. And I was hosting the show, so everybody was playing a celebrity, but at the end, I would do Cher. Well, girl, you know me, and during a show, I have a couple of cocktails, and especially during some bitch doing For the Boys from Bette Midler is about 6-minute medley where she's doing all her tricks, that I'd had few drinks, and I came back, and I was getting into my Cher costume, and then I enter as Cher, so, there's a turn back time, so you just hear, dun, 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 and the crowd is screaming because they're drunk and white, and they don't know any better, and then I come out, and I'm just living my moment, walking left and right like Cher does, leading with my nose as one does. And everybody is just giggling. And I'm hearing it because I'm close to the edge of the stage. I'm like, what the fuck? Out of the turn back time costume, there's a slight breeze, nutsack. Hello!
Oh my God.
So I was Gladys Knight with my pips hanging out, doing the mini trick. Right? Hanging. Elephantitis nutsack hanging out of my turn back time. All those cutouts and my nuts are just.
Bianca, no.
Yeah. I gotta find a picture. There's a picture somewhere. I'll find a picture.
Well, your homegirl, Courtney Act, her nuts are all that girl. She can't keep them in.
She can't keep them in. She can't keep them in. They're like, no, we won't.
I'm like, girl, put your fucking dingo back in the fucking cage, bitch.
when Vanjie, Shangela, and I did New Year's in London this past year. Yeah. So Vanjie was having, sometimes girls, you just have tucking issues.
They just don't want to go where it's supposed to go.
So Vanjie was wearing these short shorts, and then she's, Vanjie loves to do the kick into the dip thing. Bitch, there is and I have it saved on my phone. I'm gonna show it to y'all. I can send it to y'all. Vanjie does the little dip, and her balls are literally just out of the jean shorts, just bulging out of her pants. That shit is so funny.
It happens. It's not. Happens. I mean, it happens when you're trying to be sexy. So that's when I said no longer sexy. No.
Yeah, it happens to the fucking best of us, girl. I think probably one of my most embarrassing moments. It doesn't involve my balls or anything, but I was doing the season 8 tour, and I was always making fun of. This is what God don't like ugly. I keep making every time Kim comes off, I make fun of her for falling. Every time Kim fall, blah blah blah. And let me tell you right now, I'm really I'm not clumsy. I don't fall very often. I'm usually up on my feet, doing pretty well. But I just go out there. I literally as I was forming my mouth to make a joke about Kim falling. I went to go take a step off the stage, but I misjudged how far the step was. Yes, when you fall, but you're not you're falling on your knees. So I'm like bouncing on my knees. And then of course I hit face first, and I'm trying to
No.
talk in the middle of it. But none of that compares to the most embarrassing thing on this cruise ship. I
No.
was doing. I used to do this thing where I would do a front flip onto the stage, like put my hands down and do a
Okay.
front flip onto the stage. I hadn't done it in probably 3
Bitch, who you
years.
think you are, Simone Biles?
Listen,
Girl.
Mitch saw me do it. I hadn't done it in years. I was like, I'll try it again. I've gained about
Okay,
30
I'll
pounds
try it again, and it's a good time to do it on a boat. Yeah, okay.
on a
great.
boat, on a packed room. Like, you know what? I've gained 30. I can still sling 30 extra pounds on top of this stage. I go to do the handstand, but
But can the boat handle it? Can
Girl,
the boat handle?
I just could not get on the stage. So I
No.
said, you know what? I'll try it one more time. So I go again. I go to do this handstand. I go and I just hit my back, and then I like dent the stage. There's like a dent in the stage,
And you ruined a cruise ship.
and then it went down. The whole ship went down. So I'm gonna see if we can. I'm gonna see if we can find the video. It's our old video editor.
Girl, we don't need a
has it.
video. They made a movie about it. It's called Titanic. It went down.
And it's in slow motion. He took a video of me in slow motion.
Please do.
Oh, Mitch, we
This
have to
is-
find it. We have to reach out to Daniel and get this
Mitch,
video.
you got to find everything. It's going to be worst drag moments. We've all had many, and we know what to do with
Well,
Monet. Just show
Well,
us
they
season.
have those compilations. They have bitch and Drag Race fans made these compilations. They have Bianca on it. They have Bob on it. They have
this
Trixie's
is
on
good.
it like 4 times. Of her
Oh, and Aquaria and Trixie are the fall down queens.
Trixie every 2 slides. Aquaria and Trixie falling or some shit.
Well, Bianca slipped on a wig a couple of years ago. During
Oh, I
What's the
slipped on a
World.
wig. I'm talking shit. I'm doing a little wig in a box, and I'm talking shit. Ha 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 ha. Woof, wipe the fuck out. And I'm thinking, I'm good. I'm good. Till I get home, and then you're tagged in 40 fucking videos going, ah ha 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 ha.
It was like do you remember when Beyonce fell down those stairs, but she hit her face, and then she stood up and said, "Please don't put this on YouTube." They were like, "Don't mind if I do." Of course, I think Bianca has now had the internet completely scrubbed of those videos. But if you post this video of Beyonce, a white unmarked man will grab you and throw you in that motherfucker, girl.
Girl, it's crazy.
Oh my God.
It's a crazy world.
Bianca, this has been such a fun episode. You are crazy. Bob and I love you so much.
I love you guys, and I want to come back. This is good. I'll come back in like 3 weeks when I forget where Bob went to school and what Bob has done with his career. And I'm sure he's going to need some support after they lose the Emmy. But yeah, I'll come by. No, can I just say, as cunty as all this is, and I enjoy every minute of it, that I'm so proud of both of you. I'm proud of Bob and this whole explosion of what you're doing and making magic happen. And everybody's been saying that you need to do the pit stop all the time. No offense, Monet. But he's saying that you need to do it all the time. And I had a great time working with you. Monet, I'm glad that you can tie with white people. I'm proud of you. I think it's progress. Is it progress? I'm hoping. You know,
We shall overcome.
No, it is. No, I love you too, Julie. And look, anytime, let's talk, let's catch up. This has been a hoot. I love every minute of it.
I love you, girl.
Come out and see me, bitches. You know where I'm at. Bob,
I'm coming to LA. Listen, I told Bob I had to make a trip to LA because I did this thing for Pride, and they got me like a gaggle of weed and edibles and shit out there, but you can't mail it. So I'm coming to LA to get my stuff so I can come back to New York.
I'm coming.
And Monet asked me, Monet was like, "Bob, can you go to pick up a package for me and bring it home?" I said, "Yeah, sure." And then I was like, "Wait, what's in it?" She was like, "Just like some weed and some oil." And I was like, "Bitch, you about to have my black ass up at fucking TSA and thrown over the fucking nails."
Everything for the TSA and LAX will fucking have you up like fucking Harambe, bitch.
Listen, to be fair, TSA couldn't pick you up. You couldn't even do it on the boat. So don't even try. 30 extra pounds, bitch. They wouldn't bother with you. You are TSA.
I'm down 10 pounds since then, so.
Oh, good for you. You look good, baby. You look nice. You look
nice. All
nice.
right, thank you for joining us, y'all.
Thank you guys. Love you so much. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Mwah.